Wade, Head of Marketing for Taziki's. Welcome, Julie.
Good morning. Thank you.
How are you enjoying RLC so far?
Oh, it's been great. Had a great couple of days so far.
Great. And so how many locations do you have? I heard you just opened a new one.
We did. Yes, we're on a growth trajectory, a little over 100 right now, and have probably another dozen or so in the pipeline.
Where's the newest one then?
We just opened a couple more in Huntsville, Alabama, and I don't even remember where the actual last one. That may have been the last one that opened. I don't know. We're clicking away so fast. I know I can't remember where the actual last one was, but we'll have a couple more by the end of this month. We'll have another one open in Birmingham, Alabama. We're real excited. We've got one opening in San Antonio, Texas, and then they've got two more already on the books in San Antonio as well. So by early fall, we'll have 3 locations down there open. So they're really growing that market very quickly for us.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And so tell me about the format. It's fast casual?
It is. It's elevated fast casual. So guests come in the door. You see a printed static menu at the door. You come through the line, order at the counter, and then we hand you a cup. You go to the drink station, you sit down, and then we do absolutely everything else.
Oh, so you bring it to the table.
We bring it to the table. We bust the table afterwards. We'll even refill your drink if you'd like. So we really do everything else. That's why we say it's an elevated fast casual, because once you sit down, then we really do everything else for you. It's as close to full service as you can get.
Yeah. So it sounds like a differentiator in the Mediterranean sector, because a lot of Mediterranean ones that I've been into, you have to bring it to the table, refill your drinks.
Yeah, it is. And it's, not one, people think that it's more like a QSR where you go down the line and you tell us what you want. And it isn't like that. Everything is made to order. So when you put your order in at the register, everything is made specifically to what you want. So if you are, ordering a salmon feast and you don't want feta on your salad, or you want a change of dressing or something, everything is exactly the way that you want it, and it is cooked for you at that moment. So the salmon is not even put on the grill until you order it. And so it's going to be, probably 10 or 15 minutes until your food comes out, and you sit there and wait and enjoy your time, and maybe sip on a glass of wine or something while you're waiting. Enjoy a spicy hummus appetizer or something, and enjoy your time in the restaurant while you're waiting on your meal.
Oh, so you have alcohol too?
Most of our locations do, yes.
Wine and beer? Mostly?
Beer and wine.
So tell me about the menu. I know it's Mediterranean, but what are some of the highlights?
It's Mediterranean inspired, yes. We do have a little bit of a southern flair in there. Some of our locations have pimento cheese and chicken salad and some of those types of things, but it's more Mediterranean. We have a signature pasta that is one of our most popular dishes on the weekends. It's a penne pasta with a balsamic vinaigrette dressing with chicken, feta, tomatoes, and fresh basil. Very, very popular. Spicy harissa hummus has been a great addition to our menu. We added that a couple of years ago, really trying to appeal to that younger generation that likes the spicier, more adventurous types of flavors. So that's been great. Last year we added a falafel. That was the first time we had ever had that item, and it was because we don't have fryers in our restaurants.
So how do you make the falafel?
Well, it is baked and then griddle finished.
Oh.
So we have a crispy outer shell that really, it mimics how it would be in a fryer, but it's not round like you would normally think of. It's more like a hockey puck kind of shape. So it does get finished off on both sides and has that crispy exterior.
Great.
So yeah, it's really good.
You're positioned as a healthy Mediterranean concept.
Well, it's definitely a better for you. If you're trying to eat in that healthier lifestyle, then definitely Taziki's is a place that you would want to go. And if you're trying to eat a vegan diet or gluten-free or something like that, there are definitely ways that you can alter the menu on many, many different items to suit those needs as well.
I know you did a lamb burger at one point, and because I wrote about that.
Yes.
So you actually have grills where you can make burgers, and
we do, yes.
That's where you do the falafels.
Yes. We have flat tops and we have grills in all locations. So we have lots of options on that.
So, what are consumers looking for? Your consumers in particular, are they looking for value? Are they looking for health? Customization, I know, is still big. So,
I think all of that
yeah.
to some degree. Yeah, and we're very proud of the fact that our customers do get a really good value with us. We like to say when you feast, you're full, because all of our meals, especially our feast that we have, which is a protein, a side, it's usually rice, potatoes, and then a salad. So it's a really it's a full portion, and that is something that a lot of places don't offer. And then also with our gyros and sandwiches and things, you're not just getting that one particular item. You're getting a side and chips. So you are getting an entire meal instead of just getting the entree for very usually the same price that you would go to a competitor and get something that's just the sandwich or just a gyro or
Right.
something comparable.
So, what is the average price of average check?
It usually runs about $12 to $14, if you get a drink with it, just depending on what your item is.
And on the beverage side, are you doing anything special, or is it fountain sodas mostly? Or
Sodas and tea, and then we will have some specialty beverages coming out pretty soon.
oh, cool. Yes, beverages seem to be a real innovation platform now.
It is. It is. I think it's something that guests are really looking for, wanting to kind of elevate that experience a little bit and do some more customization with their drinks. And there's a lot of good options out there in the marketplace that will really help restaurants be able to cater that.
Now, I know as a marketer, you do a lot of social listening. So, what are consumers concerned about now? Are they concerned about the economy? Or are they more concerned about having a great eating experience?
It's really about the experience, and we're in a good spot as far as the economic situation, because we're at that price point where we are still affordable for what you get. And we're also at a good spot for guests that may want to trade down to us. So maybe instead of a fine dining experience, they're willing to trade down to us, where normally they would go and have a birthday dinner at a fine dining place. Maybe they come to us instead. So we're in a good spot for that, we feel like. But we hear a lot from guests, and typically what they want is their order to be correct. We hear that a lot.
Well, I heard that yesterday at one of the sessions, that order accuracy is like a top priority.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
That's interesting.
A year or so ago, I would say that customers they had been very, very patient, because throughout the pandemic, they had been patient through the crisis with the staffing, and then you had the supply chain crisis, and then you had inflation, and it was just like one thing after another, and they'd been very patient. And then about a year and a half to 2 years ago, their patience ran out. And it's like they just want their order correct when we said it was going to be ready. And that's kind of where we are. We're still in that phase of, you told me it was going to be 30 minutes. It's been 30 minutes, and this is what I asked for. That's kind of where the line is.
Do you hear that from delivery customers too?
Yes, it's all across the board.
Yeah. So, what's next for Taziki's? Are you planning any LTOs that are coming out soon? Is there anything you can share? Secrets, top secrets?
Well, we'll have a summer promo like we always do. This year we're focusing on salads, so that will be coming out this summer. And that'll be the signature pasta that I talked about a little bit earlier with the penne. That'll be something we haven't really focused on a lot in our stores, and especially in our newer markets. Like, we just opened in Detroit this past fall, and a lot of our newer markets are not familiar with some of our standard items. So that'll be a time that we can really focus on that item and promote it in some of our newer markets. And so we're really excited about that. And then we're bringing back a fan favorite salad that we've had in summers past. So we'll do that this summer and introduce a signature beverage along
So, what
with
is
it.
the fan favorite salad?
It is our watermelon spinach salad.
Oh, sounds good.
Yeah, has feta and pecans and fresh basil as well. So it's a great, refreshing summer salad.
Well, I think I'm looking forward to summer.
I know.
So,
Yes.
well, thank you so much, Julie. This has been a lot of fun.
Well, great. Well, thanks for having me. Appreciate it.